today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Patriots taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The pass. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Aguilar has it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
22-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 7 catches, 68 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
On 2nd down, Michel. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
6 on the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
On the carry.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
6 on the carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Always got some breathing room. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Austin Seibert set to kick.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
The Bengals take over first.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And the Bengals are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Number 1.
From 3 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
For the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
New England trying to get a place on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proved that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Now that was a fun one to watch right there. Nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Open man is born. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And it's complete. Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st down.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Now Burrow on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
First down, Cincinnati.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And they're at halftime with the Steelers out in front. The Steelers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry has a touchdown run. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
At his 48-yard
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Burrow's pass complete to Joe Mixon.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 28-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Patriots 5-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. 4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Boston.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
27-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
47-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On the ground, this is Michel. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Mixon, the ball.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Complete to C.J. Uzama.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Complete to number 1.
From 4 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 48-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
The pass is complete to Nelson Aguilar.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their... first, but at least it's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Mixon with a first down carry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25.
The Patriots gearing up to go now.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Cincinnati.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Bates on the coverage.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mark 50, Mark 50.
That's out to his running back, Michel. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
He's got Mike 50. Mike 50.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory
as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Come on, time to play.
Today's final
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for New England, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.